Okay, so let me try to just jump right into this because it has been an interesting week. I chose just to be a gloat person on Facebook wherein I just said Russia, 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 constantly to make people possibly understand how ridiculous and how insane the last 2.5 years has been. It got insane for me because I couldn't do it. I couldn't push bullshit for more than a week. So, but at the same time, I did, and I'm out of the loop, and it's crazy. Jussie Smollett, oh my goodness gracious! Like, what, what, what? Let's just put this into perspective. This dude committed a crime, poof, 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 and they're like, "You're good, bye." And here's the problem: it's not even that they just let him go. It's just the fact that everyone sees it. So this is why I haven't been able to really communicate these days. Is because before when I was communicating, I was communicating things that controversial, like things that were um, not being spoken of. But right now in America, even though there's spin and even though there's a hot mess of it, everyone's talking about everything right now. Like, I'm talking about everything. They're talking about education. They're talking about education on different strata. Like, I'm talking about, like, here in New York City, they're talking about, like, why only 7 black kids got into all these prominent schools. They're talking about, like, why all these rich kids are just buying themselves in. They're talking about tests. They're talking about fucking why are we even trying to just, like, get these kids into these schools? Why don't we make these other schools better? Duh. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Crime. Oh my god. Like, the first step, that's moving forward. We're finally starting to actually talk about things, and it's like so heartening. But here's the scariest thing for me. For me, it's like, what if everything that I thought, if everything that I thought is in some sense true with like Nexium and like, oh, I can't even say it. These things I can't even say because if as soon as I say them out loud, then you're gonna think something, and I don't. I don't care what you think, but like, uh, children trafficking, Hollywood, Harvey Weinstein, Jussie Smollett. It's all connected, and it's so scary. I think that what now we need to do. Okay, you know what? This is for you. This is for the pussy hats. You weren't wrong to protest. You were just misguided in the purpose of the protest. You were not wrong to be in the streets yelling and screaming. But I hope you understand that I mean no disrespect, were co-opted by a narrative. Oh my god. You were co-opted by a narrative, and you chose to rally behind a false narrative. Russia, Trump, sexism. I'll give you sexism, but like sexism is intrinsic in the nature of humanity. And I don't say that because I just know that sexism exists, and I also know that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So the my wife went to both the women's rallies, both of them. The most recent one she went to, I was like, okay, if you know me, I'm like, okay, I obviously support my wife's choice to do whatever she wants to do at any second of the second moment of the third moment. I don't care. I mean, I do get to be like, well, who's gonna take care of the kids while you're doing that? And it's usually like, you, and that's just fine. But so she went to this most recent rally, and she was like, yeah, we walked, and we were in a cattle line, and everyone had their signs, and then at the end it was kind of sad because everyone just threw their signs on the ground and just went wherever. I mean, she went to brunch. You know, if I say they went to brunch, you obviously understand. I can't say they went to brunch. But she went to brunch. And I was like, were there any petitions there to sign? Was there any, like, active thing that, like, I mean, if you have all these people, women, if you have all these people, like, sign a petition for something. The time is now. The time is now. Trump is a populist president. I've watched him sway to popular opinion. In the beginning, his first thing I noticed was his the immigration Muslim ban that, and the family separation. He backed up off of it. And there was something else recently. Like he just wants to be popular, and we can use that. We can use him. We can use him. Oh my God, we can use him so much. He's a stupid populist president that just wants to be popular and doesn't want to fail. All we need to do is communicate and unite. If we unite, then we can speak our messages, and our messages will get done by a president that doesn't want to be seen as unpopular. Why aren't we understanding this? Instead, we want Nancy Pelosi or Joe Biden? Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to leave it here because I'm rambling. But you know what? For my 16 subscribers, you know how I ramble. Maybe I fall into shambles in front of your faces, but you understand that it's not about races. It's about America. Okay, stupid. And I forgot my point. I'm just saying, it's important to have a healthy distrust of the government. But at this exact point, that distrust turned into action with proper knowledge will actually achieve goals instead of platitudes. All right, then. I think I've rambled enough. I had something I wanted to say. It's gone now. Like the Russia investigation. It's gone now. Let's get focused on what's important. No. What's important to you? What's important to you? I have what's important to me, and I'm going to talk about it. But you need to talk about what's important to you. You need to shout it out. You need to yell it out. Because this is the time. This is the time. This is what I was going to say. During all this Russian bull malarkey, they were saying Trump was going to be the last president because he was going to he's a fascist and I was like, I don't even understand how it's even possible. But they were saying like he was going to become the last president. But here's the thing. He is going to be the last president that is not beholden to interests that are self-serving. If we can speak and come together about what we want. Because I do believe that if we can come together, especially right before election, Trump will give us anything we want. Anything. I mean, obviously I don't think anything, but peace, be well. Thank you for seeing my video. This is just something that I need to do. Parenting tip 106. Cook dinner at lunchtime.